before COVID reared its ugly head, the spread was Browns -6. After COVID, Raiders -1.5.
Minus.
Yes.
Oh, minus. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yes.
And I think it should be probably 3.5.
I think
Huge
so
swing.
too.
Huge swing. So I'm gonna start. The Raiders will cover. The Browns just don't. I don't see Case Keenum coming in and being Superman. It's gonna be hard for Nick Chubb to run the ball. This game gives me a similar vibe of the Browns versus the Jets last season when COVID hit us hard and Nick Chubb couldn't do anything because we had no offensive lineman. So I feel the same is going to happen with the Raiders. They're going to sell out to stop Nick Chubb. They're going to say Case Keenum beat us. And it's going to be a long, ugly game. It may even be low scoring, but we will not win. The Raiders will cover. Go ahead, Big C.
Yo, I'm going a double-digit loss.
Whoa.
Yeah, easily, bro. You're missing 3 of your starting off. I think it's 3 on the offensive line or 2 offensive
Conklin,
line.
Wills, and
Treader?
Wills and Wyatt Teller.
So Teller, yeah. So yeah, man, you in for a long ass day. You know, Jarvis Landry is usually your fail safe. He's gone. I don't even know. Are we getting Njoku back? I haven't heard anything about that. Yeah, man. And B, and I hate to say it, the defense got to pitch a shutout.
They do.
They're gonna have to pitch a shutout, man. They're gonna have to pitch a shutout. But the real problem is that what is the one thing the defense struggles with? The tight end position. We struggle with the tight end position.
That is true.
Darren Waller.
Thank you. Expect a big day out of that dude, man, because he about to go bananas. He's gonna go bananas, and unfortunately, we have nothing to stop him. And then we can't score points, and Lord forbid if we get behind, and you're gonna put it on Case Keenum to win us the game. Don't get me wrong, it's like Baker winning us a game, but I just don't see it. I'm actually looking at a double-digit win for the Raiders, man, and I hate to say it like that, especially at home. But hey, when you got 17, 18 players out, man, what can you do? I might as well fly in tomorrow and suit up.
Exactly.
Go ahead, BJ. Spread.
I still got
on the spread.
I still got about 3 more plays left in me.
I know, right?
Hey, look, no Landry. First of all, our offense stinks. And without a Landry, Hooper, Willis, Teller, no coach who I've been criticizing.
So it shouldn't matter.
It shouldn't matter. However, I don't think whoever's going to be calling the plays, and then again, they did a hell of a job during the Pittsburgh game last year. So maybe he can come up with some magic and call some great plays. But without the offensive line is the key. I mean, let's be real. They're going to probably send a blitzer every down at Case Keenum because they know we got Joe Six-Pack playing offensive line. Somebody coming off the grocery store aisle. I'm like, yo, what you doing this Saturday? Can you suit up? You 6'5", 300 pounds? Yeah, we got you. I just don't see it. I'm like you guys. It would take a miracle for us to win this game. And I was looking. I really wanted to see if Case Keenum could perform a little bit better than a Baker Mayfield. But we won't get that chance without an offensive line. No Landry, no Hooper. Where is he going to dump it off to? Oh, we still have Chubb. I guess he can. Hey, wait, hold on. Oh, I got one little thing. Oh, wait. Bill Belichick ran the ball against Buffalo, and their quarterback only passed 3 times. Maybe, just maybe, we could take a page out of Bill Belichick and just run it down their throats.
With no offensive line?
B,
No
I pray
offensive
to
line.
B. B, you better pray for a shitload of snow.
Exactly.
We're done. All right. Browns
All
lose
right.
probably by double
Well,
digits. Yeah.
now that dream is over with, let's move on.
But I have wishful thinking.
Yes, you
Yes, you do.
It's proven by the shirt you wearing. We get it. We get it. All right. By Ryan Clark. It says, no disrespect to your favorite defensive player, but he ain't Micah Parsons. He's not only the best rookie, period, in all caps, but he's the best defensive player in the league. He'd have 20 sacks if he just rushed, or 130 tackles if he only played middle. He might be the best at both. So, will Micah Parsons be the first rookie since Lawrence Taylor to win Defensive Player of the Year? I'm going to start. Let me take this one, fellas.
Okay.
So, I'm just going to start and answer the question. No, he will not. He will not win Defensive Player of the Year. He will win Rookie of the Year, but he will not win Defensive Player of the Year. Let me run his stats out before I get into the reason why. Micah Parsons has 12 sacks, 75 tackles, 17 tackles for a loss, 27 QB hits, and 3 forced fumbles. What's impressive about the package of Micah Parsons is they put this dude everywhere. He's lining up on the end. He's rushing like he's Myles Garrett. They making him stand up as a linebacker like he Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher. The dude is playing in coverage. The dude is blitzing like he's a safety. He's doing everything. He's an Army Swiss knife. And I think he will break the rookie sack record. But this award goes to, and call me biased, it's a Cleveland podcast, but this award will go to Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett may break the sack record. He has more tackles for a loss, more QB hits than Micah Parsons. And he just scored a touchdown this past weekend, just to add to his case that he's already been building all year. So, Micah Parsons, you're a beast. You're going to easily win Rookie of the Year. But I think you'll fall short of Defensive Player of the Year to Mr. Myles Garrett. Go ahead, Big C.
I concur. However, and here's the only problem with that argument. I wholeheartedly agree with everything that you just said. Myles Garrett, and I had to look this up. He's the highest graded edge rusher this year.
Yep.
The dude's balling out. Like you just said, he scored a touchdown last week, forced fumble, the whole nine. The guy is balling. But here comes the caveat, and this is the problem. And this is the only problem. Myles Garrett plays for Cleveland Browns. Micah Parsons plays for the Dallas Cowboys.
Ding, ding, ding.
And
ding,
what's
ding.
going to happen? The Dallas Cowboy bias was going to kick in. And unfortunately, I think that bias is going to take him over the hump. However, I honestly believe that Myles Garrett, and it might be the bias, should win it. But that Dallas Cowboy bias, America's team, all this, all that, I'm telling you, man, it's gonna kick in, unfortunately. And at the end of the day, they're going to make the playoffs. We'll say my prediction about the wild cards and all of that in the next segment. But Dallas is going to win that division. They're going to make the playoffs. Going to be a whole lot of hype around them. And I'm telling you, man, cats are going to buy in. And just like Ryan Clark, Ryan Clark then bought in. So it's going to be an uphill climb for Myles Garrett. But looking at the body of work, Myles Garrett should win by the body of work. But unfortunately, America's team, they're gonna give it to Park.
All right, BJ.
You just took my argument, Big C.
It's rough in that third slot, B. It's rough in that third slot.
Oh yeah, it's rough.
Exactly what I was going to say. And stats withholding, like you just said, they're going to give it to Parsons. But here's my real point. Here's my other point that I wanted to bring up, and that is, it results matter as well. And unfortunately, if your team makes the playoffs, before those ballots go in, they're going to look at Garrett and they're going to say, Garrett, you did great, but your team missed the playoffs. You did great, but your defense is only a middle of the pack defense. Micah Parsons, your team made the playoffs. Your defense is probably a little ranked higher. I'm not sure where they're ranked according to Pro Football Focus, but they're probably in that 15 to 12, 11 range. Who knows?
They're not higher than the Browns.
But they might end up finishing higher than the Browns, even if they're not right now. My point is, because of that, it's kind of like winning that MVP award. Yeah, we can't give you the MVP if your team didn't make the playoffs. We can't get now. Things might change if the Browns can miraculously, somehow, some way, win a division or make the playoffs. We'll talk about that upcoming. But I'm just going to say results matter. What did your defense do during the regular season? Did you lead that defense to higher heights? Was that defense ranked because of you? What did you do that ended up in results for your team? Garrett, if we don't make the playoffs, you will not win that Defensive Player of the Year, despite what your stats say. It's going to go to Parsons. Yes, he will be the first to do it. Is he the first?
So, no, he'll be the second. LT did it.
Yes.
LT did it.
Yeah.
But so here's another thing too, and this is it's just setting up for Parsons to win it, because we remember the Dallas defense of last year.
Yes.
Horrible. Stuck up the joint. And now they're playing good defense. And they're gonna put it all on Parsons. And I'm just like, come on, guys, you can't do that. There. Absolutely. So yeah, you did. They went from the crapper naughty in the penthouse type deal.
Y'all know what's interesting? Thinking about your argument, which is perfect, what you just said. They'll say it's all Parsons when they got a cornerback named Trayvon Diggs who got like 9 picks.
Also anchoring the secondary, yes.
Diggs balling, man.
Yeah.
Diggs balling. This is balling.
So Micah Parsons is by far the best defensive player, but it's not just all Micah Parsons, which they'll make you want to believe.
Of course.
So here's another thing too, and then I'll wrap it up with that. But they want to have another LT. They want to say, hey, he was the Rookie of the Year and won the Defensive Player of the Year. So they just want to relive that LT vibe and still, man. So it's almost written that he's gonna win.
It's quote unquote America's team.
America's team, man.
And the writers are going to be biased. They're going to look at it, and all you hear is Parsons. They're going to give it to him. And they're going to. No, don't get me wrong. Garrett will be right there. There's going to be a lot of people say no. Garrett's body of work is better. But in the end, it's going to be based on what did it equal. At the end of the day, where did he lead his defense? Did he help his team make the playoffs with that defense?
And you got people like Skip Bayless as a voter.
Exactly.
we know where that vote going.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.